Hey, we're back.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah.
All right, so you guys see weird stuff in the sky, and then
It's crazy, yeah.
anything you guys want to do after that, or just retiring for the night?
Man, I think Caspian's legitimate reaction would be a lot of what the fuck? What the fuck? And then just very quickly lose steam and be like, it can wait until morning. Nope. Going to bed. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night, princess.
Good night.
That is Viscount.
Viscount princess.
Wink.
Technically, princess isn't wrong.
Yeah. I go to bed.
Okay. Everybody
Blair
else
would probably
go to
like
bed?
stay up and stare at it for a little while and then eventually go to bed.
Hell yeah.
Well, I probably can't go see Bart tonight, so I'll probably go to sleep.
Yeah.
Can I like yoink a bottle of wine and go to bed with that?
Absolutely. There's still
Fuck
wine
yeah.
out on the table.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna
Oh.
get that shit. I'm taking with me to bed.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Or a thievery check.
I mean, +8 in both of them. So no.
Unfortunately, the staff does notice. Or you think it's unfortunate at first, but then they start like putting together a to-go plate for you. All
Aw.
the leftover foods.
Oh.
And they send you out. Where is everybody staying? You're welcome to go back to where you stay normally. But Beatty does have like guest rooms ready for you guys if you choose to stay here. Sebastian,
I thought we were just
Oh,
gonna stay another
Guest
night
room.
here. So
you can, yeah. I was just say,
Yeah.
Sebastian, you've been staying in like wherever you can find a couch or in the surplus housing, but surplus housing in the town is like a motel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Queenie would be more comfortable staying, where she normally stays.
Yeah.
I
Queenie has a
think
whole
Sebastian's more comfortable here, honestly.
Hell yeah.
So Lemon's
Alright.
definitely gonna go home, water her plants, and knock the fuck out.
Hell yeah. Sounds good. You all head to your separate places. Solanin,
Yes.
when you go to your home, can you give me
boy.
a perception check?
Do I get to use my ear wiggles or no?
Not for this one.
Okay. Oh, that's a 21, baby.
Hell yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and just get... Oops. There we go. You enter your home. You start going about your regular, routine, taking care of the plants that you've got growing in here. You wander downstairs to your more private lab. And at first, nothing seems off, and then you notice some stuff has been moved slightly. You've got tools on the table. You know specifically you left this tool here, but it's on the other side of the workbench. So you start looking around. Yeah, someone's definitely been in here.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. How? It's just this lab, right? That I noticed shit's been touched.
It is your more private lab.
Fuck. She's just gonna grab a piece of paper, and write down everything she noticed. Everything that she notices might be missing or moved. Anything that been trifled with. And she's like, that's gonna wait for the morning. Nary, watch the door.
Hell yeah. You start writing everything down, cataloging. You look through, nothing's missing. Just stuff has been moved. And then you glance at your tabletop, and there is a symbol etched into the, like, really small, like maybe like a half-inch by half-inch symbol etched into like the edge of your work table.
Motherfuck. Do I recognize the symbol at all?
Oh, you recognize it immediately. This is the symbol of an organization you once fucked with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Hmm.
Yeah, that can wait for the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, she's gonna just go to bed. So you want to think about it right now?
Hell yeah. You go to bed. Everyone, go ahead and take a long rest.
Hey, you know what's great about this taking a long rest? I restore 2 hit points.
Nice.
No. 19 out of 30.
Wait, why did I gain an AC when I rested? What?
Oh, because you're no longer fatigued.
Oh.
Yeah, fatigue lowers your AC.
Yeah. Fatigue fucks you up.
All right. Well, the morning arrives.
I have Caspian has a plan that is going to kind of be taking place Ocean's 11 style in the background while we're doing the rest of our things.
Okay.
Caspian, the reason I needed the day of downtime, is because Caspian is going to use their influence rumor downtime activity. How do I link it? How do I link it? Do I just drag and drop?
Is it on your character sheet?
There you go. Influence room. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I can just drag and drop. Which basically, over the course of a day, I can attempt to shift and alter a rumor that is going around town. And I'm going to attempt to kind of shift the narrative of this rumor of the unrest of House Novak. That you know how this anger at House Novak, and kind of shift that back over towards the chieftain, by simply by adding the information that House Novak managed to retrieve the missing artifact in a matter of hours, while the chieftain did absolutely nothing while the Viscount was away.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you do this check, go ahead and just give me a diplomacy check to see if you can hear what rumor is currently.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Fun. Love that for me. Somebody give me a good boy point. Please.
I give you my point.
You're the kindest dog I know. I'm gonna re-roll that. Thank God, 24.
Hell yeah. Okay, so the owner of the general store, Busy.
Of course, Busy. Love her to death.
Catalova is their name.
Mm.
Busy's been a rumor informant for your family for a while. So you just stop in to talk to Busy. Busy pulls you to the back room, and they're like, "Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty bad. People think that you orchestrated the theft just to bring it back. I don't know what, they thought you did something.
That's ridiculous.
With it.
Why the fuck would I do that?
I don't know. That's just what people are saying. They think it's very suspicious that the person who stole it, quote unquote, stole it, was traveling with you the whole time it was missing. And then the second you guys get back in town, it shows back up again.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
think it was an inside job.
Well, first of all, it certainly fucking wasn't. One, why would I do that? There's nobody more terrified of my sister than me.
Listen,
two,
I don't believe it. I know you, but that's what the people are saying.
Okay, all right. Well, help me spin this, Busy. All right, how do we spin this? How do we fuck this woman over? Because here's what I'm thinking, right? is that well, what you're saying, that's a good idea. That's a very good point. And so the spin I was thinking probably might not work out as well. What if
okay, well, how about this? If I can pitch?
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Pitch, spin it to me.
What if we spin, it was an inside job, but not on the Novak house stuff. It was a town god inside job. We could pin it on that what's his name who fucked it up anyways.
I kind of work with one of his friends though, so then it's still kind of tied back to me. All right, okay, then
you don't say it on that, but like you say, that they're the ones who fucked it up, the god.
Yeah, the god.
Right?
The god did fuck it up, and the god do answer directly to Thalasra.
So we say that it was an inside job. In a second you got back in town, they had to stop whatever shenanigans they were pulling because, can't do it under your nose.
Yep. Exactly, and then, yes, because we immediately resulted. I mean, fucking immediately. That shit was fast. Yes, I agree. All right, excellent. Let's add in, let's do that, I think, and try and shift some of this civil unrest back in the direction of our good chiefess. I have a whole lot going on, and I cannot allow the murmurs of this of our little town here to be turned against me in any sort of way like that. I won't stand for it.
Man, we're turning against the chieftain, huh?
She turned against us. She started it. Trust me. When I point at her, and I'm like, trust me when I say she's up to something.
Sure. I mean, I never talked to her.
Good. See that you don't? She's very just trust me.
I'm gonna be real though. This is a different level of rumor starting than we usually handle. Like this kind of civil unrest.
Well, we have to redirect it somehow.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying, it's exciting.
Yes, I agree. Well, it's we have to do something. I cannot allow this to go unanswered. This is. This is the good name of House Novak on the line.
All right, yeah, you just tell me what to say to people, and I'll spread the rumor.
All right, we do the thing.
All right. Make what's the check here? Diplomacy.
It is a diplomacy check, but I do get to add a +1 to it.
You do.
Ooh.
Yay.
So we're gonna go boop.
Boop.
Yep. There's no way. I have to ask just because it's in the drop down. Do I No, I'm not gonna ask.
What?
I'm not gonna ask. Never mind. There is the option for me to add stylish combatant as a +1, because whenever you do, bold things, in game, you can potentially add your +1 panache bonus to it. Can I check that box?
There's no
it's definitely not what this has been for.
Here,
yeah, there's no fighting involved. Yeah, for sure. Totally fair. I just figured I'd ask. It was the box was there. I was like, well, maybe what if,
Just because the box is there doesn't mean it needs to be checked.
How's a crisp 20 sound?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Busy gets to work studying the rumor. You won't see the results of that for a few days, probably, but.
Understand? Yeah. Well, yeah, and I know we're going to be leaving town, which is why I wanted to jump on it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you feel good in the angle you chose.
Okay, good. I will do that. I will also give Busy their customary payment of 5 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
To make sure that the shit goes well.
They slip it very surreptitiously. God damn.
Yep. And then I will slink my way out of here back into the unknown, into the alleys. Actually, I'll grab a sack, put 1 or 2 super cheap things in, and just kind of sling it over my shoulder and walk out the front like I bought some shit.
Hell yeah. Easily done. You do so.
All right. Thanks, boss.
You're welcome. Okay. What else? What's people doing in the first thing in the morning? That's Caspian's gonna spend all day doing this rumor stuff. So.
Now, Queenie would check her mail, see if she's gotten any letters or anything.
So
then-
far, not much.
Okay. And then probably get dressed and ready to see if she can, visit her friend and get his story.
All right. You head over to the town hall where they've got basically people who would escort you over to the barracks. To the not the barracks, the jail. And a guard, a very chatty, friendly guard, takes you down to visit Bart. You walk in,
Fantastic.
the jail cells are like kind of in the center of town. There's not a ton of them. There's not like a ton of cause for jailing people here. But they take you in, and then they take you to the cell that Bart is in. Bart is currently the only person being held. And you walk in, he's kind of leaning back against the wall. But he jumps up when he sees you. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you holding up?
I've been better.
Yeah, I know. What happened?
Yeah, it's all really fuzzy still. The partied way too hard, I guess. And then I came to see you. I feel like I was still drunk when that happened. And then I was late for my shift. And when I got there, the artifact, the keystone, was missing. And I don't know, I think I was still maybe a little not clear at that time. I tried to figure out what had happened.
Because what I've been told is that they believe that you didn't report the keystone being stolen, that you were completely aware that it had been taken, and didn't report it. You completely failed.
Yeah.
To, do your job.
I thought I could find it, and then it would be like it never went missing.
So you did. You didn't report it because you wanted to.
I thought I could find it.
Art.
I just thought if I could find it, it's like it didn't happen.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. But I don't know. It's real bad. It's real bad.
I know.
This is all real bad. And I'm not 100% sure how I can help you in this situation.
Yeah. Maybe they'll let me have character witnesses at my trial.
They might. And I'll always say a good word for you and everything, but what are you going to do if you lose this?
Make a perception check.
I will. Boop. Boop. Or is that supposed to be private?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but that's fine. We'll
Okay.
roll with it.
Sure.
Bart looks devastated.
Oh.
And he kind of leans his forehead against the bars. He goes, I don't know.
Bart. There's a possibility that we could get you relocated. And not fired? But I mean, it's gonna be determined by the trial.
Maybe they'll let me
This-
like work it off, like public service.
Maybe. We gotta try to do what we can to make sure that whatever happens, you know.
Well, maybe you teach me to be a bounty hunter. Maybe I can do that.
I mean, that is a possibility, Bart. I would love to, but you know, she kind of looks down. I haven't told the rest of them exactly how dangerous it is for me to constantly leave town, but you know it's dangerous out there, especially when you're around me.
Yeah.
This was the safest job for you, you
I
know?
fucked it up.
Yeah. Well, you know, we all have screw-ups, but this... Do you remember anything about the party or about, like, the events of the night that led to this? Do you remember anything out of the ordinary?
He kind of screws his eyes closed. I was at the Drift. I was drinking. There was, that kind of newcomer, the tiefling.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yep, I'm aware.
There was a guy who bought us a round of drinks.
A guy, huh?
Yeah, there was a guy. So fuzzy.
Mm-hmm. Fuzzy memory or fuzzy guy?
Fuzzy memory.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe Briggs saw him. But there was a guy who bought us a round of drinks.
Okay. Well, that's something to go on. I guess I'll talk to Briggs next.
He had like a
Like,
cloak on. I think he might have been human, but I don't. His hood was up.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep looking into this, because it is very clear that you got set up. You should have reported it. I understand why you didn't. But you should have we will do what we can. This was an obvious setup.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you're my best friend, so I
Yeah,
gotta make sure you're taken care of.
my best friend too. Astrid,
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Thanks. We're gonna figure this out, okay, Bart?
Okay,
We're gonna figure this out.
he kind of
Alright.
nods.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go talk to Briggs and try to get more of this story put together.
Okay.
Try to look at it at some bright side.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bright side, you know where to find me, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks
Oh, gee.
for coming. He calls that after.
Of course.
you.
Of course. Anytime. All right, I guess I'm gonna go find Briggs.
Hell yeah. We'll circle back to that. What else? Has anyone else been doing anything? Well, that was happening.
Alara is gonna go visit Sten.
Oh, hell yeah. You go probably first thing in the morning, so you go to visit Sten. You go straight to the stables because you know that's where he usually is early in the morning.
Yeah.
And you are immediately like glommed onto by Sten's kids. They like
Aw.
wrap around your knees and smile up at you. And then
Aw.
Sten calls from the distance. Oh, hey! The couch
miss you
calling
too.
to you?
Funny. No. So you know how I went to find out where this letter came from.
Yeah, it was Mercy able to help you?
In a way. I think I'm gonna be going out of town soon. And she kinda like I guess she like kinda like grabs her like her arm a little bit. I don't know if we'll be coming back anytime soon. I don't know what this means, but I found out I can do magic, so that's fun. Kind of. It's a long story. Yeah. But I just wanted to come back and thank you for everything.
Oh,
You
yeah.
found me out there and you saved me and gave me a place to sleep. And thank you.
No.
Sten looks immediately very bashful. Scratches the back of his head. Oh, you know. I'd help anybody had found out in the snow, almost dead. You know what? It's just what people do. But
She gives him a big hug.
he hugs you back. Magic, that's crazy. He pats you really hard on the back. That's good
Yeah.
for you. That's. Can you show us any like harmless stuff? Nothing
Sure.
crazy. I know
She-
magic can be crazy.
She, like, I guess, what would she do? She would, like, place her hand on the top of Sten's head and then use, light.
Hell yeah. You light him up. He's like, whoa, what the? And then the kids start excitedly jumping up and down, running in a circle around him. Okay, all right.
Don't worry, it won't last long.
I mean, hey, it kind of makes my life a little easier. Can see what I'm doing over here. Yeah, but
Things might get a bit dangerous. So, I don't know when we're coming back, but I am working with the Novaks, so that's interesting.
with the Novaks,
didn't
House Novak, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm actually, I wouldn't say friends with the Viscount, but he tolerates me. They tolerate me.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I don't know if the Viscount makes friends with anybody. To be fair,
I don't know.
They've been the Viscount for good handful of years now, and they never stay for the summer, spring, fall seasons, right? They're only here for the winter. So I'm surprised they're making friends. You know what I mean?
I think
good for you, good for them.
more or less they need me. I don't know if that's the right word, but I have a book that talks to me and helps with things, and it's a lot.
Yeah, see, now you're just
but-
talking crazy. That's insane stuff right there. But listen,
Yeah, I know.
if you find yourself in a situation where you're needed by a noble, you better make sure you have, your own protections up. Because one day you might not be needed. You need to be able to protect yourself.
I know.
And if that comes
think
and you
I'm in
find
good hands.
you have nowhere else to go, you can come back here anytime. We don't
Thank
got a
you.
lot, but we got enough.
Thank you so much.
He
everyone
kind of
else
does
I said
that
hi.
thing where... Oh, sorry, what did you say?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He kind of does that thing where he, pulls his pants up and, sniffs, rubs his nose. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Tell everyone else I said hi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, for sure.
I have to get back up there. She kind of points over her shoulder towards the keep.
Yeah, the big house we can see from wherever we are in the city, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. Weird things there, but did you see the? Never mind. I'll talk to you soon.
Wait,
You
the
take
lights in the sky?
care. Yes.
Yeah, we
That.
saw that. I don't know anyone who missed that. That was crazy.
I hope that doesn't have anything to do with what we're looking into, but it might. with my luck.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything like that before. That was crazy. I don't know how anyone could deal with a big light like that. That was good luck, I guess.
Yeah.
If you need
She's
anything,
like turning.
let us know.
She's like turning to leave, and then she kind of like stops. Do you want me to bring you and the little ones back anything?
Oh, you get souvenirs or snacks or anything like that? They'd love it.
Okay.
Zess, the eldest, grabs your cloak. I would like a tooth from a wolf, please.
And she kind of like crouches down and like ruffles their hair. I'll do my best.
They give you a
Get you
big
the biggest
smile.
tooth.
Yes, tooth from a wolf.
I'll see you all soon.
Yeah, take care.
She turns and leaves and heads back.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Sebastian, what are you up to today?
I don't know, assuming if I'm allowed to stay here, because I kind of live in a shithole.
Yeah, you're allowed to stay here.
He'd probably go collect the rest of, whatever he had left in his in the room,
Hell yeah.
and have a drink with Briggs and just chat, kind of a little bit.
All right,
Honestly.
you go pack up your stuff, head over to
The drift.
the drift for a drink. Solanin,
Yes.
what are you doing this day?
So Solanin is going to take some time to do her like regular like morning crafting. But as she goes, she's definitely gonna be pondering just for a while. Yeah, she's gonna be thinking about what the fuck she saw in her lab last night.
Hell yeah. Make a society check for me.
Oh yeah. Can I use a good point to make that a success?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
This, you're like cataloging things, going through, just double checking everything. There's distinctly nothing missing. Just stuff moved slightly, and then this symbol carved into the edge of your desk or your work table. This is very distinctly someone broke in here to let you know that they found you. And that seems to be the point of this particular... That's the message being sent here.
Yeah, that's not good. Shit.
But we'll leave you to your day of crafting, and we'll circle back to Astrid arriving at the drift. And Astrid, to your surprise, or I guess not so much surprise, Sebastian is already there, having a drink.
All right. I walk right up to Briggs.
Hello, what can I get for you?
Well, so I'm here because my friend Bart was here some nights ago and was for a night of partying. In fact, they were here with our good friend here.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They mentioned somebody in a hood buying them drinks.
Let's see, when was that? That was, what's 3 or 4 nights ago? 3 or 4 nights ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a dude in a hood. Yeah, there was 3 dudes in hoods.
3 dudes in hoods, okay?
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about them other than 3 dudes in
Well,
In
I don't
hoods?
see them around town much.
Okay.
They came in, immediately started talking to the Bart and this one here. And I don't know, they seem to have a pretty good time together. Asked them what they were doing in town, where they were headed to. They said they were just passing through, headed east.
East, you say?
Yeah, east.
Okay. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, they were pretty private. Pretty private.
Pretty private, but very open about buying everybody drinks and...
Yeah, private
Okay.
but likable. I
Private
don't
but
remember
likable.
what they talked about, but like I liked the way they said it.
Sebastian just awkwardly sipping another, like, in his face into the mug, like, yeah, I wished I remembered anything. Besides waking up on Bart's couch.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, thank you for that info, Briggs.
Yeah, you're welcome. I will say
What
that we're
is-
all dressed very warm.
Dressed very warm.
Yeah, you know, like,
Okay.
you know, I'm from here.
Mm-hmm.
This is like normal clothes. They had like twice as like, I think they were cold.
Yeah, like they weren't from here. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd guess.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is... Given what we found, and thinking to myself, just like, given what we found in the sewers, okay? Alright. Astra just kind of looks at Briggs. Do you know what's going on with the chieftain and the people? Everybody seems kind of tilted.
Weird.
Yeah, weird, tilted, angry, upset.
Yes.
Roll something for Briggs. With the chieftain, ooh, that's way above my pay grade. I don't think I ever spoke to her like one-on-one, face-to-face. But you know, now that I think about it, people, I've been pretty heated. I felt myself pretty mad a couple of times. Kind of felt like out of nowhere.
Mad at what?
Oh, just, you know, I couldn't get the tap into a keg this morning, and I just ended up breaking it because I just couldn't get the dang thing, and she starts to get a little ruffled just thinking about it.
Sebastian's like, whoa, hey, it's alright.
No, you're right.
It's alright.
You're right.
Okay. All right. Well, this is all good information. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, I should probably buy a drink.
It's appreciated. Though, you know, it's still pretty early in the day. I don't have much of a crowd at the moment, so. Although I will
I
say,
mean-
there've been more bar fights lately. That sucks.
More.
Yeah, I mean, you know, bar fights happen.
Right, I know. Thinking to herself about this one she's been in
Yeah.
or caused.
They usually happen here. If they're gonna happen in Little Torn, this is where the bar fights happen.
But there's just been more than usual.
Well, you know, it's not like a guaranteed I'm gonna have a bar fight every night, but the past couple of days, it's felt like guaranteed I'm gonna have at least one bar fight every night.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, chalking it up to like rising tensions. It's always stressful getting the frigid March back up and open, you know, because all the trade starts coming through here. So all the people who've been like in their off season, out of work for the past couple of months, stuff's gonna be kicking off soon, right? And when the procession leads through here, it gets big, you know, big party, big festival. Everyone's doing the prep work for that. You know, people get emotional.
Yeah. People get emotional. Yep, you're right. That is true. I don't know. Just things seem very off,
Yeah.
and I don't like. All right. Well, thank you for everything.
Yeah. Thanks for buying a drink.
Mm-hmm.
That was 1 silver, by the way.
I toss Briggs of gold.
Oh, well. Super thank you for buying a drink. Tucks it into his apron.
Boop. I took the gold out of there.
Hell
Yeah, you provided more than a drink, so I have to compensate how I feel it should be compensated. How you doing, Sebastian? Sleep well?
He kind of like looks like brain smooth, but like good. Does that make sense? Like he looks like he's
he
in
looks
a,
like braid smooth, but good.
yeah,
Okay.
he's vibing, but like there's nothing else going on right now because he's probably been drinking since last night.
Fantastic.
He's just like, yeah, man, I'm good, especially because I get to stay in a nice fancy place now, and I'm going to use that ample time to harass our favorite cat as much as I can.
You better be careful about constantly harassing our favorite cat. People might start rumors.
Oh, he just kind of like gives her this look of like, well, bad for him, or bad for them, maybe good for me. No, wait. Maybe bad for both of us. You know what? You're right. It's so much fun.
It is fun.
Well, if you're
Alright.
headed back that way, I'll come with you.
Well, I mean, we have to head back that way because we were going to meet everybody in the evening.
Right.
Yep, so that's where I'm headed.
All right. Well, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. You guys head off. And towards the end of the day, you all regroup at Icefall Keep.
Hooray!
All right.
What's the plan?
All right. Well, we have a tavern to get to. Well, it's more of a, I suppose, like tavern's a bit of a harsh word. What? Speakeasy, soiree, a location where drinks and people are had.
Big tavern works just fine.
Caspian
Did
kind
you
of
say where people are had?
Caspian kind of stops and looks everybody over. Okay, we're wearing those things. Sure, that's fine. It's just the most premier location in this little town, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be all right.
I mean, if you'd let us know.
You want us to
beforehand.
shit to change.
I mean, I told you it was an important location. I assumed you would, not wear the same shit you wore the day before.
I'm not wearing the same stuff I was wearing the day before. I'm wearing my normal outfit.
That looks exactly the same as the stuff you went hiking in. I don't.
Well, yeah, it is the same stuff I went hiking with.
You know what? Forget it. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Own more than two. Own more than one shirt. Either way, we are going to
I own
go.
multiple shirts. They all look the same.
I don't.
This
care
one
for this.
thinks right. I like it.
I don't care anymore. All right, I've had a long
You
day
get it.
already, so let's just do this. We are going to speak with the individual that Birdie set up for you for that library connection. And we just so happen to be meeting them at a place that is filled with some of the most influential people in Little Torn. Also individuals who have come from all manner of place. Distinguished retired gentry, nobility, well-aged former arcanists of renown, that sort of thing. If there's anyone on an expert on some niche, weird, adventurer type shit in this place, they'll probably be there. Okay?
Ears perk up.
All right, do not fucking embarrass me. This is a invitation-only club. Don't-
Right.
Is this we're going to speak to Rin?
I do believe they frequent this location, yes.
Perfect.
All right. That is our intention, is to speak with this Rin individual, and then should we happen to, I don't know, happen upon another arcanist or individual who might have information, for those of you who like to fish around for that sort of thing, that would probably behoove us. Come.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All
They're
right.
coming.
You all set out for the Silvered Tap.
Nice.
Arrive at this building. Oh, why can't you see it? Hold on.
I can't see a damn thing.
It's so exclusive we can't see it.
It's
Oh,
so
man.
inclusive. It's
Yeah.
invisible.
Yes, the Silvered Tap.
Which is this building here.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty unassuming from the outside. But when you approach the front door here, you notice it does not have a handle. It's kind of an ornately carved, like, wooden door. It's got, like, trees growing around the edges. You can see, like, woodland creatures. The moon is carved into the center at the top. No handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of those clubs where you have to knock on the door and they will let you in, kind of thing.
I will do so.
The second you touch the door, Caspian, it swings open.
Yes. Behold! Magic. Ooh.
Sorry, the music stopped.
The music did stop.
Why?
God,
Throwing
I thought that was,
off my groove.
thought that was done on purpose. I was like, whoa.
Yes.
As you guys
And
enter,
Caspian will push open the door to reveal the stuffiest place in all of Little Torn.
Oh, wow.
this kind of a plush sitting room, lounge study vibe. You guys enter. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people here yet, but the person who approaches you as you enter, she's very tall, slim, wearing kind of light blue and white robes. She's got long, like, inky black hair that's pulled back. She's got 2 white fox ears.
Ooh.
And you see 2 fox tails kind of swishing behind her as she walks up to you all. Her eyes are a soft pink color. And you can see just a little bit of a hint of crow's feet at the edges as her eyes crinkle and she smiles at you. Ah, Viscount Novak, and she gives a curtsy.
I will bow my head accordingly. Doing a great job of not telling me the name of this person that I definitely know.
And she glances at everyone else. And the rest of your accompaniment, I presume. I'm Rin Silhana, and she holds out her hand.
Oh, Sebastian immediately just like takes her hand and like bows and like kisses the back of her hand. And she's like, "It's my pleasure, Sebastian."
Sebastian.
we
She gives
did
you a
that
very
wrong.
demure smile.
Supposed to Kiss the knuckles, not the back of the hand, you fucking oaf. Alright.
The rest of you are...
Astrid.
Astrid? Oh, I've heard of you. Bounty hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
She gives a little curtsy back. Alara.
Alara. Beatty said you were interested in my books.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll
If
get
you'd
to
be
those.
so kind.
And you? And she points at you, Solanin.
Solanin.
Solan.
I help you, ma'am.
Well, it's lovely to meet you all. Before we get to my study, how about we enjoy a bit of a nightcap? Sit, get to know each other a little better.
Yes, of course, why not?
Yep.
That was a nice
Sounds nice.
All right. She gestures to the plush armchairs and sits down. And seemingly mixed by no one. Something at the stuff at the bar starts mixing drinks like cocktails. Like the mixer's lifting itself and mixing. And then the drinks float over to the table and are all set on coasters in front of you. She kind of leans back in her chair. Well, this is a fun little group. What can I help you with?
Solanin immediately downs the drink.
It's like a mixed gin drink.
Ooh,
Yep.
tasty.
Slams that shit.
Another one starts floating over.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man, Solanin, we're getting fucking crunk.
I need it. Plucks it up
jeez.
there.
Caspian looks so tired. But they will gesture to Alira. You're the one. Babe, come on.
Oh, yes. I'm looking for something like this. She pulls out her book and shows the drawings of the different sigils. Do you know anything about these?
Ooh, interesting. She pulls out a pair of spectacles from her robes and puts them on so she can get a closer look. Let me roll something for Rin here. This is truly fascinating. I haven't seen this before. Where did you say you found this?
Alira's gonna look over at Caspian and just kind of like nod for them to explain.
Yes, we found it located in a ruin a few days from here. It appeared to be some sort of magical array of some kind, conjuring fire sprites of all things.
Fire sprites, interesting. Oh, and Caspian, dear, I'm so delighted to hear that you're ready for your adventuring phase, moving out of your partying phase. Just delightful, she pats you on the knee.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is very odd. Yes, I can see how my books might help you with this, though you might have to pore through them to find anything directly of use. I've not seen this before myself.
I see. Well, thank you.
Of course.
May I?
I want to know a little bit more about you all before I give you access to my study.
Understandable, of course.
Tell me, what are you up to?
How much do I know about this person?
Off the cuff, this person
Yeah.
is a retired arcanist. She lived in Crymar, but she was often sent to Novactorm as an ambassador. She retired here. She's been living here for probably 15 years now. Retired. You've known her as, like, the way someone would know, like, a great aunt. So, like, not a ton of direct communication with her, but she's like one of those old biddies that seems to know a lot about you. Like, one of your cousins mentions something in passing and she makes it bigger kind of situation.
Gotcha.
But she owns this establishment, the Silver Tap. And it's in just kind of an elite lounge for drinking for she like says that it's like invitation only, high class, but it also seems to be like, oh, it's just for her friends to come drink at. Kind of place.
Interesting.
There you go. Okay, seriously. Oh my god. We are all aware of what we are currently doing. Speak! Come on. I got us in the door. I brought us to probably the only person who could potentially know any damn thing. Come on! Do the thing. You can do it.
Someone else say
Figuring
something,
out
I don't wanna
what
keep
the weird spirit thing and the ice is, and also all having that one weird dream together.
I mean, if you could put it in a more succinct, like, way that actually explained the thing, but yeah. There's that. There's also, you know, the whole, the strange cult activities. There's a whole bunch of shit.
And then you stabbing that rune and exploding the ground and making
you're
yourself fall
welcome.
into a cavern.
Exactly. I stopped whatever the fuck was happening. You're welcome. Anyway, how about we talk to the person that we came here to talk to, people?
Do you have anything on twin river gods or anything of that sort?
Twin river gods.
Like one that lives above and the other lives below.
I have things on the river goddess. To my knowledge, she isn't a twin unless a new persona of hers is manifesting.
I think it's something really old. Like, yeah, alright. I mean, I'll still gladly take a look, but...
Right. Convince me to let you all into my study. That's what's happening here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on.
You're right. Okay. Oh lord, where do we even start with what's been going on? There was a crack in the ice. And so the Viscount enlisted all of us to help. We sort of figured it out. I'm struggling with the recap here.
There seems to be something else afoot, though. It's a little suspicious, and there's a lot of people acting suspicious.
All right, this is killing me. Caspian sits forward. Look, the important broad strokes is that these people and myself find ourselves currently bound and connected to some way to some sort of ancient river goddess. We are desperately looking for information involving it, and we're hoping that whatever these mysterious magical symbols that we have been seeing both outside of Littletorn and within Littletorn can be drawn some sort of important connection to it. If we could have gone anywhere else, I assure you we would have, but unfortunately, given the location where we are and just how difficult it is to find any sort of information about any sort of magic outside of Novak Torn or Crymor, you are our only hope.
Make a diplomacy check.
Can I assist?
Can they assist?
Can I assist?
Yes.
Roll it,
how
big dog,
would
roll
one
it.
assist?
You gotta roll diplomacy.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, that's good. That's a +1.
That's a plus
oh,
one.
okay.
That's a +1. Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go. I will add that +1.
Can
Bazinga.
I also?
They don't stack.
Oh, okay.
So that's a 14. Didn't roll great on that one. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, that you guys can, if you have any good boy points, now would be a good time to use them.
I offer up my point
Okay.
because this feels important.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, that's fair. All right, cool, dope. Then can we make that a success, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you, boss.
She kind of like sits back in her chair, crosses her legs. She goes, this is intriguing. Suppose I haven't had much to do lately, but I suppose it could be fun to help you.
Indeed, and just think of the notoriety, the interest, the intrigue of what could come in assisting to unravel some sort of potentially cult and anti-deific plot.
Make another diplomacy check.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Again,
jeez.
can I assist?
Yes, you can.
Fuck. Yo,
Yo.
dude, that's great. Well, that's a +1. Fuck yeah.
Let's
will-
go.
Let's go. Fucking Sebastian, #1 hype man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a 15. Come on, a 15's a good number.
You can use my good boy point if needed.
God damn it. Can't roll higher than a 5.
I will say, I don't want to like hand you guys too much cool stuff, but I will say that that is a success, but if it were a higher level, you might get some stuff.
Oh, we kind of want some stuff.
Yes. We want some stuff.
If
want
I,
some
g-
stuff,
if I got
please.
point, I'm sorry. If I got point, I wish I could
Take
roll
my
better.
good boy point. It's okay, buddy.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I failed
No,
you as the
no.
diplomacy machine.
So right.
I will boost it thanks to the kindness of Saladin.
Alright, that brings it to a critical success. She kind of like gives you a slow smirk, and then she goes, alright, my network is at your fingertips, and you may peruse my study. And then she snaps her fingers, and you guys hadn't noticed it at first, but it felt like the walls of this place were kind of like obscured a little bit. Not directly, not as you looked at them directly. You could see, you just couldn't look at them directly. Wow, I can't get the words out. It was like they were constantly in your peripheral, and you didn't notice it until she snapped her fingers, and suddenly you can look at the walls directly, at the bookshelves lining the space. You can see the crackling fire more distinctly. You can see the portrait sitting above it. All right.
Interesting.
The space is yours. And you're welcome
right.
back any time. Just let me know beforehand, and I'll make sure I don't have other guests. Unless you'd like to meet my other guests.
Perhaps it's some other time. I think at the moment we should be doing some research.
Yeah. Yes. Research. Of course. Sorry.
Of course.
Thank you
All
again.
right.
I'll just be sitting in this lone armchair over here. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, fantastic. Let's get to work. Ha ha! And I'll
Right.
shoot up, and I'll give Sebastian a quick little squint and say, "Don't steal anything," and then walk off.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
All right. What do you guys want to study?
Alara is probably going to start looking into like ancient arcane like sigils, or maybe like look for something that will have something to do with the old like magics used by like House Novak or potentially like any of those kinds of things?
Hell yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check to find related materials.
Secret or visible?
Visible's fine for this.
Okay.
Yo!
Let's
fucking go!
Okay.
There we go.
24.
All right. So what specifically are you looking for? You find all the books that you need. So what kind of specific information is Alara looking for?
She's trying to find any hint to anything that looks similar to these sigils.
Okay. So looking through old sigil books, and like, you find a lot about the foundations of magic, would start to clarify some things for you. You know that before the halting, so we're gonna get into some magic theory for the world of Aya.
Nope. Yeah.
So before the halting, the world had basically a standard weave of magic. Like, there were ley lines, and arcane magic was kind of based off of that. And when the halting happened, whatever magically occurred, that kind of connected certain planes to the material plane, which is the plane that you all live on. They know for sure that they connected the plane of fire and the plane of ice to opposite ends of the world. That's why the arcane gates had to be built. But what else happened there was that the ley lines were surged with magic and essentially obliterated, shattered. So now in a current world, the magic is no longer in like a grid, and it's no longer as easily quantifiable because it's more malleable. So in the sense of how magic works, you've got primal magic, divine magic, occult magic, and arcane magic. And arcane magic is probably the most volatile of magics in the current era, only because it's trying to work off of a grid system that no longer exists. So occult and arcane magics both use sigils and rituals and things like that are drawn to invoke things. But what's interesting about the one that you've found is that it seems to be a completely new sigil. Someone has created the sigil. There's no record of it. And it seems to be combining arcane magic with primal magic.
Okay. I'm writing this the fuck down. Arcane and primal magic.
Okay. You may ask a follow-up question with that nat 20.
Okay. Oh god. I didn't think I'd get that far. Okay, follow-up question along with the one of like where the sigil originates. Okay, so
Yes.
how would somebody go about creating a new sigil like this? And oh, you know what? Actually, no. Can I figure out what potentially like the intention of the sigil would even be?
Yes. This sigil seems to be intended to warm things.
Ooh.
Wait, oh, they're trying to warm the frozen. They're trying to thaw the river. Oh shit. Okay. Wait, you know, Alara would like jump up and say that. They're trying to thaw the river.
What?
Huh?
What?
Kind of what?
The sigil. And she's gonna like show everyone like the like book, like knowing that they probably can't read it because she's showing them so fast. But
Okay, all right, okay.
she's like got that crazed look in her eye again. This sigil, it's a combination. They're using arcane and primal magic, and arcane magic doesn't. It's unstable, and they're trying to make something new, but they're trying to warm things up with these sigils. But why the House Novak? Why is it related to this? Is there anything with your house that has to do with fire?
Well, Can I make a House Novak check?
Yes, you can.
All right, because I mean, I do have this sword that is a smoking sword that is from my house. So maybe I'm gonna go ahead and please, dice gods. Dice gods. Why? That's a 12.
Oh, jeez.
You know that sword has been handed down throughout your family. You're trying to remember what your dad said to you when he gave it to you. It was something like, this sword is a relic of the blessings of House Novak, something like that.
Yes. Well, I recall there is House Novak does have something to do with blessings of fire of some kind. I mean, and I will of course draw my rapier and very gently kind of hold the blade in a presentory manner and say, I mean, this relic is of course a valued relic of House Novak that was gifted to me by my father upon my appointment as Viscount here. It holds a bit of fire magic within it, but I'll admit I'm no expert in the mystical or anything like that.
She's going to kind of get down on one knee and look directly into Caspian's eyes. Viscount, I mean no offense by this.
Okay.
But is there anyone who would either be from your family or have knowledge of the Novaks that would want to warm the frozen march?
Caspian furrows their brow and they're taken aback by that. And I'm like, that. No, of course not. That's ridiculous. Who would possibly? Who in? No, not since the Great Division of House Novak has there ever been anyone who even would attempt such a thing to tarnish our legacy. No, of course not.
Great Division?
Tell me more about
yes.
the Great Division.
Well, yes, of course. There's the surely no, everyone knows this. But House Novak, several generations ago, there was an attempted coup by one of our bloodlines. They, of course, failed handedly and were ousted. They are they're still a greater house or a noble house amongst Novak Torn. They are they are, known as I have a question, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Because I can't remember what we called the house. Was it did we come up with something cooler, or was it just Novak spelled backwards?
No, I had something. Hold on, I'm checking my notes.
Yeah, because it's not in my my I don't have access to that lineage page thing. Which
Yeah.
should definitely bother you about at some point, but because that's the only name that would come to mind for Caspian is the Splinter House.
Yes, I have. Hold on. I have the name of it. You would have it in this moment. I'm trying to figure out where I wrote it down.
Yeah, of course. You take your time. I will continue to roleplay to nothing. But yes, as I was saying, they that was generations ago. I mean, I can hardly even remember what the upstarts were attempting to do, for that matter. But it's quite common in large noble families for differences and fissures to occur to the point of attempted bloodshed and coup. It's it's practically standard.
I understand. And as outlandish as it might seem, can you think of any other excuse why anyone would be using your house's sigil for these runes?
Well, the symbol of House Novak is obviously tied to some sort of mystical something or other. I mean, well, they are cursed.
What?
Who's cursed?
Oh, the Splinter House.
The Splinter House is cursed?
Of course. They attempted
With
to rise
what?
against their ancestors. Obviously, they were cursed.
That's
You don't fight the deific figure of the deific figure of Sword Novak and think that you can simply get away unscathed, even if we allow you to keep your life.
yeah. So that sounds like a perfectly good reason why they would be trying to fuck you now.
What? That's ridiculous. We let them live. It's all
Yeah.
water
Well-
under the bridge, surely.
Yes.
Oh my god, Sebastian is
Yeah.
like.
One more important question.
All right.
If the Frozen March were to thaw, what would happen?
Well, that's a great question. If the Frozen March were to thaw for some reason, I don't know. I mean, that's the main road we use, so travel would change irreparably. I imagine if they managed to keep it unfrozen, then that would alter all manner of security measures for all of the villages and townships that are sprinkled along the way. That would certainly do who knows what to Crymor and Novak Torn.
Yeah, make a House Novak lore check. Also, they were House Espis.
Ah, yes, House Espis. Can you write that down so I can spell it somewhere?
Yes.
Come on!
No.
Wow.
I care so much about my house,
Is there any,
but I don't know anything because
Are
I'm
there any good boy points left?
stupid.
I think
No,
you guys
we-
used them all.
We've used
Yeah, I
them
think-
all on me being bad.
Caspian. Okay.
Yeah, you can't think of anything besides the stuff you just said.
Yes.
But Rin clears her throat in the corner. Not to mention the destabilization of Crymor could, impact the gate.
The game.
Yes.
Not to
Yes,
it is.
eavesdrop, but
Oh, you're forgiven. Dear. You can stand up, by the way. Goodness. If House Espis is involved, that would be.
Would
mean,
they
to
have
turn-
would they have the resources to do this? Because it seems like the people who are pulling this all together are capable of doing things very quickly and have already done a lot of stuff.
Well, make no mistake, though they are titled differently, the blood of House Novak does run through their veins, which means they are inherently quite formidable, yes. But as for whether or not they could do something like this, I'll be honest, I don't know. I've never really dealt with House Espis. They are a noble house. They do handle things, but nothing that I've ever come in contact with. We could ask Birdie. Birdie may have more information about this. She's always very good with this sort of thing.
Okay.
But what do House Espis?
yeah.
I know, like, Caspian knows that they were banished because they tried to have there was some sort of conflict with House Novak, like internally. What does Caspian know what that conflict was?
Based off of the lore checks you've made,
Yeah.
you don't know in detail, but you do know that the split happened like 400 years ago.
Okay.
So it's like an old
Yeah, it's like old blood.
blood thing. You do know the House Espis kind of, so the way that the noble houses work in the area is that they're kind of like different courts. They all kind of answer to the queen, the queen of Earless, but then there's different courts. The Novak Torn court, which is presided over by yours dad, the Archduke, House Espis is a part of that court. And they are oftentimes responsible for the farming land in the area of the Cold Iron Mountains, which are the mountain range here. Let me just get you guys up on the map.
Yeah.
This mountain range.
Okay.
Let me change my
Where?
color. You guys can't see me.
Oh yeah, I super could not see that until
Yeah, my color is like just white.
Honky.
Here. Okay. So these mountains are the Cold Iron Mountains.
Like that whole range?
Yes, the whole range.
Oh damn. Okay.
The whole range is the Cold Iron Mountains.
Alright.
And so the actual mountains themselves are presided over by the courts of Azangathol. But some of the farmsteads amongst the mountains, and then like these forested areas down here, as well as some of the port places that are off of this map. More dawnward. Is House Espis. House Espis takes care of those. It kind of is like they have the furthest out places that respond to your father's court. But the Woolipeds you guys met while you were traveling, it wouldn't be surprising to you all, or to you specifically, if those Woolipeds were part of House Espis, like part of their realm of fealty. So they're kind of spread out.
Indeed. Yes. Like I said, they're a house of effectively farmers these days. They typically keep on the fringes of things. Though I suppose those Woolipeds we did encounter, they were marked. It wouldn't be unsurprising if there was a member of House Espis somewhere out in the tundra, or at least a representative.
Oh, that's another thing.
They're
You know
almost
that
a
the representative of House Espis that shows up in court is the highest ranking in House Espis, Marquis Reuven Espis.
Reuven or Reuben with a B?
Reuven with a V.
How do you spell Marquis?
I'll just put it in the chat.
Marquis.
UES, I think.
You-
There's like different ways to spell it.
It's IS.
Yeah, if
According to
you're doing the
Google.
French way, which is what the one
Marquise.
that Google does. It does not
gotcha.
matter.
Oh.
And then it's Reuven Espis.
Yes.
But yeah, I will relay that information. Yeah, I will relay that information to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Yes.
What would happen if the gate was affected in any way?
Well, honestly, I couldn't tell you. It's some sort of ancient magical hullabaloo. To be quite honest, while House Novak does watch over the gate, there is a section of elite guard that tend to caretake it directly. Though if something were to happen to the frigid march, that would... who knows what it could do to the reputation of House Novak.
She looks over at Rin. Do you know what would happen?
If the gate failed,
Yes.
honestly, I don't think anyone does fully. The gates have been in place since the Age of Reclamation began. It's been almost 1,000 years. Before that, in the Age of Stillness, it was utter chaos before the gates were locked. The environments locked behind the gates are aggressive and expanding if left to their own devices.
I see.
Yes, I mean, at the very least, we potentially all freeze. Novak Torn would be potentially decimated, depending. There's...
And why the undead?
Undead? What about undead?
At the river. We had...
That, well, yes, but
Yeah.
that, see, here's the thing. I don't believe that this river goddess and whatever is occurring with these magical symbols are directly connected. Or at the very least, I don't believe they are on the same side.
No, not in the same
I agree
side.
with that.
Yes, so I don't, the water wolf things, I think that's more of a manifestation of this deific figure, which we need to, fortunately, we could research here, which we should do before we go anywhere. But yes, I don't think those are directly connected to these circles and these sigils. This group of brigands or cultists or whatever. I suppose we could name them. I will say, whenever I disabled that first symbol, whenever it was active, it did. This blade of mine did respond, not negatively to the impact. It seemed as though it managed to maintain something from it. Frankly, I would hope perhaps, good Miss Rin, good Arcanist Rin, that you might be able to tell me more about what is, what that sort of interaction might have caused. It was more of a gut feeling on my part, you know, but yeah. Anyway, what? Is my sword broken?
It's a fantastic question. Let me examine it.
I will let her examine it.
Okay, she's gonna make a roll here.
Please.
Very interesting. Not broken. Anything seems to have been imbued with some sort of dormant power.
All right. Interesting. How do we get that? How do I turn it on?
That is a good question. I don't typically make items, so I'm not exactly certain just off the cuff, but if you'd like to leave it with me for a little bit so I can do a little bit more study.
I don't think I can do that.
Well,
The sword has never left my side.
that is fair. I will say, in this moment, it might just need another boost.
Another boost. So, like, what you're telling me is that I should do the thing that I did last time, but again.
What thing?
The thing that caused us to
Gravity.
fall into the caverns.
Yes, I saved
Oh,
us all
that
from
thing.
fire wisps. You're welcome.
That
The
potentially
deadly
could
fire
work.
wisps.
Interesting. All right. All right. Fair enough. Shall we look into this water, this river woman now?
Yes. That's another one we should see.
All right.
Indeed.
You all turn back towards the books, and that is where we're going to end tonight.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you guys are
Oh.
in a library, so if you have any questions of things you want to research, you have the week to
Oh
come
my
up with
God.
additional questions since you're in here.
Sweet.
crazy.
Oh my god.
You guys are
Man.
getting lore.
Yep.
Mhm.
Good hit there, Viper.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like such a cool like
Mm-hmm.
like why? Is it potentially that the answer is just global warming?
Could they just be trying to turn the heater on?
It's just a little cold.
Like,
Good
oh no.
Yeah.
They're gonna summon Captain Pollution, and we've got to be the planet
Wait.
too.
Oh man, I just thought of a bunch of stuff that I can't.
We're gonna have to get
can't-
all the elements.
Yep.
I get fire.
I just realized some stuff.
I have air.
Sebastian's obviously dirt.
Oh my
Obviously
god.
dirt.
And then I think Saladin would be what?
Acid.
Yeah, so water, and then I guess you're on Monty. You're gonna be Viper. You're gonna be our heart.
Oh, okay.
You mean
Is that an element?
Mati, sorry,
Oh, okay.
Monty.
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 Dude, come on. I haven't seen the fucking show in like 25 years. Monty. Don't judge me. Anyway, but no, that was dope because you were like, "Hey, you think has anybody ever done anything bad to House Novak?" And I just so happen to remember me and Randy talking about a thing like 3 months ago about this splinter faction of House Novak, and I was like, "Yeah." And I remembered that, so I didn't have to roll for it, which is good because I can't roll higher than a 5.
Sorry, I couldn't find my notes on that. I had written it down on an unrelated piece of paper.
Oh.
Well, now it's in my
I'm
notes.
That kind of dumbass.
Yep.
No, I did that.
You're
too.
okay, buddy. You're okay. I will say, speaking of writing stuff down, if you look at the party journal, I have it put in important townsfolk, other NPCs, House Novak NPCs, and one other category. If you guys have other categories or other stuff that you would like to put that in, feel free. I think the best way to do it is just kind of like just keep things divvied up. So like I've got other NPCs, but in under other NPCs I have a Kobold Elders section, right? So, and then like under House Novak NPCs I have like Beatrice Novak and Gertie, so which are like the 2 ones we've actually met. And then the important townsfolk is just the chieftain, the law speaker, and the town scribe.
Should we add Marquis? The Marquis
I was gonna say we
just
should
talked
add
about?
Rin.
Yeah. Oh, we want to. Yes, we definitely want to add Rin. So I'll do Arcanist Rin in important town NPCs. Is it R-I-N, W-R-E-N? How are we spelling Rin?
R-I-N.
What?
R-I-N.
Yeah, R-I-N. And she is a kitsune?
She is a kitsune.
Kitsune. Pronouns she, her?
Yes. And that's her last name, Silhana.
Ah, Silhana. Excellent. Yes,
So like, how old is Rin?
Rin is a kitsune. They kind of age the way
Yeah.
elves do.
And
So
if you have to ask that question, you're too much of a coward to do what needs to be done.
No, I'm curious because I'm like, so this, like,
it's hard to say off of a glance how old she is. She looks like she's probably 50.
so, you know, if I like try and like shoot my shot,
I can't tell you how that will turn out. You gotta just shoot your shot.
Sebastian goes for the gilf.
There's no saying where the dice will take you on that one.
Like, Sebastian, you just gotta try. You just gotta try.
you just gotta try, like, you know.
Well, with that said, does anyone have anything to plug to our chat before we stop the stream?
I finally don't.
No.
No.
I'm actually done
All
for
right.
the season.
Yay!
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hurrah.
Well,
Yeah.
gamers, it's been fun. This was yet another tale from Tales from the Virtual Tabletop, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Yep. Don't forget to follow us at TVT Live and TVTofficial on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Yeah.
That's the best place to get a bunch of really dumb memes and also links to whenever our VODs go up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which our VODs are posted when, Randy?
Every Saturday and Tuesday.
Hell yeah. So if you missed any of today's stuff or you just want to rewatch it in a slightly edited format, though, that's the best way to do it.
Hell yeah. Tell your friends, thanks.
Yeah, please tell your friends, okay?
Tell your
all of your
Tell your
friends.
friends.
Every
Let 'em know.
friend.
Tell your friends.
Oh.
Tell your parents. Tell your parents' friends.
Yeah, you just-
Tell
you just
everyone
let
you
'em
know.
Tell your enemies.
Yeah. Fight to the death.
You know, punch a
Anyways.
guy. Punch a guy.
See you guys next week. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.